Hello, everyone. We are here for the Boba Bash, starting off with the matchup between Sovereign Red and Drake's Rejected young Aimstars, who from now on I'm going to call Aimstars for the sake of my voice. And we are starting right in this best of three, starting on map Split.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like we're going to be having Sovereign Red here on, I believe, the defense side. Am I correct
Yes.
on
Yeah.
that? Yeah, starting on defense. So exciting. Split's an interesting map, really defense sided. Definitely an interesting one to see how this is going to go. Um and how Sovereign Red takes advantage of that start. This is an interesting comp we're seeing. Uh Tejo selected. He's pretty strong here along with the KO. So a double initiator, but also running the waylay. Not really the I don't know. This is a very interesting
Yeah.
selection.
It's not the meta selection, but I could see if you can really take advantage of that double initiator information, and because Waylay is a more movement-based duelist, have her kind of sent out once you already know where the enemy is playing. I could see that potentially being a game plan. Will it work out?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna have to watch and find out, but
Yeah,
it's definitely the
absolutely.
attempt. I do
Much
really
more
love this Viper
standard
from
comp.
Aimstars, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say much more standard comp on this left side. That Sky, which we've seen, so many teams run Sky here on Split. Really common pick with her ability to flash really anywhere. But also the double controller here. Omen able to supplement that Viper really well. Viper's so dominant here as well. Should be an interesting. It's like meta versus versus some sort of new plan. I'd love to see this Waylay Tejo KO work out. I'm curious
Yeah,
who the entry is going to be when this team moves over towards their attack side, though.
for sure. It's gonna be it's gonna be a new experience for all of us. And who knows? Maybe they're gonna be showing us what's up. As we get right into this first round, it's gonna be the attack from the A-Stars walking in here. Drone coming out and heavy leaning towards this B site, which is going to be held. It's Cats to get the first kill on the Kafka, taking them down over in that mid area, punishing that aggression.
I
Niels
don't think they
has
know about
taken
this
site
flank
control
at all.
for the team. The three-man flank though, just doing something crazy. Vexy getting two, hiding behind that smoke. The reload though, and it's Yields to finally shut that down. As we finally see this flank pulling through. Cats finding one, and Deny taking down Noob, who was last alive. The defuse is going to be good, and that is going to be the first round for SVR in what really was I would call a very aggressive defensive strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. Chamber going down right at the start of that round there in that mid site did hurt the attacking team here. I mean, just not really aware of the three-man rotate coming through spawn, but it didn't even matter because, Vexy able to find that kill, those two kills as they pushed into that CT alley area and not really fully checking that corner, kind of screwed over by the Omen smoke there. Really worked out well here for Sovereign Red.
Now it's going to be a little bit of a different look here. Towards the mid, they do have these lesser guns. Only the pistols to their names. SVR has been able to buy up, but it's going to be Kafiko with that headhunter, finding Christian and getting a first pick in the hands of them. Cats, though, that Boombot, he's putting in the work. That little Boombot, man, he is doing God's work here. Now, of course, a 4v4 number 2 there. It's gonna be Aimstars starting to try and work their way over towards the currently undefended A site. Of course, they don't know that, and so they gotta do quite a bit of clearage. They begin to work their way. They made the right
Absolutely, and
choice.
yeah, these defending players wanting to stay together. I like the idea, at least making sure that they do not give up any guns here as they have this advantage. But that is going to be a spike planted here. this
If
attack
nothing
side.
else,
So
they get
flip this side.
the money from planting the spike, which, you know, when you're on the lower buy here, it's gonna be a good move. It's gonna be pushing up through, deny, taking down Kafika with that Guardian. So they're gonna start to walk through Raptors here. It's gonna be I Drink Milk trying to find one, but Vexy and EXB respond back with absolute brutality, having that gun advantage, and now Noob working their way around a little bit. Spots out one, but Vexy ready to go. Dropped down to 9 HP, but survives the fight, and that is going to be the second round in the hands of SVR. Putting themselves up on the map now 2-0 in terms of scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely, and well played there for sure by SVR. I mean, they lost one over in Vent. You know, Christian going down off the bat, but not letting that screw them over too much. They gave over that A site, and I like the way that they played 3-man up in D Heaven, getting info when needed. They have a lot of info. That's why this comp is so strong. Sky able to grab info, Ray's able to grab info, and it worked out for them. This A side hit.
It's going to be the aggressive push. Yield's going to be the one to walk up into Rafters here, making some noise together with Kafika. Do they know that Christian is hiding out near row? They're going to drop down, blinded there, but it's Scrappy to get the first on EXP. Vexy, though, in the corner, finds one before being shut down. And Christian sneaking up with that headhunter finds I Drink Milk, but unfortunately, the better guns are going to take out here, and now it is going to be the 1v3 for Deny to try to deny this victory here in this round. That's the one. Finds Noob, now looking for a second. This is very possible, given that, you know, the members of Sovereign Red, Scrafty, very low in terms of HP, 11 HP. So Deny only needs one good shot, maybe to take here. The time is ticking away. And it's gonna be Kafika catching that walkout. And able to get the first round on the board for the Aimstars.
Yeah, that's a big kill for the Aimstars here. Everyone kind of finding their groove as things really worked out. You know, that was a rough attack too, or at least they didn't know it, but they were going into a den of 4 players there for Sovereign Red. 3 on that A site and 1 in Heaven, but they managed to each catch their timings. Noob finding Deny, and, you know, even Vexy with that hidden corner only able to get one. Strong trading out there from the Aimstars.
And it seems that they liked the feel of that A last time. Now going for it once more. This time, however, guns are even, and it's going to be that Viper wall that's going to delay a little bit of that push.
Slow them down.
Not quite able to get as far up as they wanted, and doing a little bit of chipping off with those paint shells as well. Noob trying to work their way up, and Sight now in the hands of the Aimstars, able to get that plant down, and Yields and EXP trading back and forth, each team staying at 4. It's gonna be Scrafty taking down Deny, put the Aimstars up in terms of the numbers. Now a 3-man retake from Sovereign Red, and it is Scrafty to annihilate Christian. EXP, though, able to trade out his teammates and punish that little bit of aggression from Scrafty.
It's going to be a save here.
2v3,
Grabbing
but
that up.
EXP set operator and running back there. You don't want to give up the operator if you don't have to.
Blinded.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be definitely brutal on their economy if that were to be the case. But yeah, gonna be a 2-2 scoreline, but decent economy for Sovereign Red going into this round 5, and well played. Yeah, Aimstars are looking really strong on this ace tight hit. You probably expect to see them do something similar here again, as they're just getting through that A main space so well. Last round, there was no attempt from Sovereign Red to even hold A main. They ran 2 players in the Heaven area, and so just able to get on site and then press. And really well played, I have to say, by Noob getting up into Heaven and helping out Yildiz over on that A Heaven side.
And speaking of A, that seems to be the Aimstars' play of choice here. They are going to keep working themselves towards it. It's going to be the aggression from Yields to find EXB first and foremost. And such an aggressive site take. Again, Plant is down and good, full control, but it's going to be Cats. Takes out Scrafty with just that Sheriff. Do you have From the Shadows being popped? A little bit of information gained potentially there. Also have the coming out here now. Cats looking for someone. Kafka though finds Deny.
One enemy remaining.
Milk finds Christian. Yields takes out Vexy. Cats unfortunately not able to capitalize off of that ultimate. Taken down by Yields, and a very clean round there from Aimstars. Able to get themselves up now 3-2.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the first time that I think we've seen that chamber lurk come into full effect, and proved to be super useful. Very patient too, not coming up when Katz's ult comes out, but waiting a little bit longer and able to put some pressure. And Yildiz with 3 there, also helping out, maintaining. And you know, I think a little unlucky on the side of Katz, just not finding exactly where people were with that ult, so not able to get that full value. But B-side hit now, different look that we're seeing from the Aimstars.
Yeah, immediately popping that null effect. And they are going to use that to their advantage here.
Planted.
Taking full control of B-site, and seems that Sovereign Red has decided to just fall off, but it's Cats now ready for that lurk from Kafka, able to shut that down and give themselves the numbers advantage for this retake.
Ooh, not finding
dodging
him.
that dog. Might just come here to find them. Neil finds Christian, and it's gonna be Hydrogen Milk in that corner. Scrappy gets one as well. Deny tries to fight back, but it is to no avail. And that retake is just shut down the moment it is attempted. That's I believe, a 4th round in a row for the Aimstars.
That is true. 4 rounds in a row, and I Drink Milk playing that perfectly, not getting spotted by the Sky Dog as EXB just not checking that corner, needs to look at there, and able to capitalize to full extent there. Finding 3, really, really helpful on preventing that retake. This is an interesting round setup here. We have a full off A side run, and this is kind of similar to what we saw the Sovereign Red run in that first round where they came up mid, but this time no lurking chamber. They're not going to be able to find any value with it, so this retake is going to be forced right back.
Spike planted.
Standard full 5v5, but with no guns.
I know, they've got absolutely nothing as they're gonna have to try and retake here. They're walking right now into a blender. It's Cats to feel the first blade as Noob is the one to take the kill. Noob finds Christian as well. That's a 3rd trying to spray down. It's Kafka though to find the XP. Milk looking for Vexy, and Deny finds 1 at least, preventing a flawless round, but location revealed. Deny tries to hold, but the jump spray from I Drink Milk is just too much to handle. And that's a 5th round in a row for the Aimstars, putting themselves now solidly in the lead 5-2. And so far, this has just been the attack side. And I know you were questioning this double initiator, but it seems to be working out in their favor.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Yildiz is playing the type of waylay that works here really well. I think a lot of waylays, when playing with another duelist, will play it as a pure entry, but and then get out for this info. But in this case, taking a lot of space and holding it as top of that space now here.
So much util thrown that it is going to prevent the initial take from Aimstars onto this A site. They were forced to fall back. Looks like they might be playing a little sneaky bit of retake here. They're just holding their time, trying to make Sovereign Red question where exactly they could be. Now starting once more. Take a look towards this site. This is the longest we've had. News finds Christian, Yields finding Cats, and now suddenly a 2v3 once again. Sovereign Red on the back foot as
Spike
Spike
planted.
is planted. And now it's all up to Vexy and Deny to try and find something here, but they were barely able to afford this round. I think they're gonna have to try and save here once again.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I don't blame them for saving here. They need to find a round here, and if they can pull together this next round, it'll make it 3-6. They still have the chance to make this an even half, but things are looking rough now. There's some some carelessness, but I think they have the room to be careless right now as they look. Are they gonna be able to find it? Vexy's getting one.
Goodness.
He's good for 2.
Oh my goodness! They didn't get to save anything from that. They didn't even get to keep their guns at the end.
Yeah, and I mean, Vexy finds 2 there, so at least, you know, a couple people go down, but that's not even going to put a dent into the economy, or
Aimstars is rolling in the dough right now.
Aimstars, yeah, absolutely. They have so much money, so in a good spot is Aimstars, but, you know, maybe Sovereign can find a way to string this round together and keep a 6-6
you can see they're on Sheriff and a Hero Guardian of all things.
Blinded.
Here. Little information though EXP gets that it is going to be a lean towards this base side once more, and space is taken. And I really would like to see Sovereign Red maybe fight for these sites a little bit more than they are.
Spike
We've had these
planted.
5v5 retakes over and over again, and they just have not gone the way of Sovereign Red any time. And now they're in this same position, 2v6. I really would like to see a little more aggressive in the cycle from them. The Yield blinded by that Paranoia and falling back. Sort of force. Next, we do also have the Annihilation. Noob and Scrafty taking great advantage of that to take down 2. What a powerful ult. EXP though is able to find Kafka. Now the 3v4 dropping down onto site, but Yield
One enemy
finds
remaining.
Deny. Scrafty, EXP. Vexy finds 1, but needs to find 3 more, and you can hear that bomb in the background, and it's just too little, too late. Dying to the spike to try and get a little bit of that extra money, but now a 2v7 as we are already approaching round 10, and timeout is called, but is it a little too late into the half? I almost ask.
I mean, you know, they still could find a 5-7 or even a 4-8 or even a 3-9, which could change things for them. But you're right. What you were saying is absolutely true. They're allowing these 5v5 retakes, and every time they allow them, they get screwed. They need to be playing more aggressive. I mean, what we saw them do in the first round was push 3 towards mid and isolate the chamber and take him out. And what Aimstars is doing so well right now is playing together and supporting each other and finding their trades. And the way that Sovereign is going to need to fight against that is to force these, you know, potential situations where they have, you know, the man advantage, but also to like fight closer up. Almost every time it's just a 5-man push through A main with maybe one person going in that heaven area. If they have someone playing in cubby here or behind box, just below where Cats is right now, I mean, buy some shotguns, play ratty. They're not taking advantage of, you know, the tools that they could have on these light buys, and so they're getting screwed because of it. I like where Cats is right now. I want to see. I think this could provide value if he commits to it.
Well, it seems though that Aimstars has also used this timeout to change up their strategy a little bit, playing so quiet and falling back. For going in with the null command, now attacking together. Cats was found by that Paranoia sent out, but Cats though able to take down Neil. Cats to fall away though. Scrappy went 1, but with the
Deny
from that
finds
position.
3.
I survived obliteration.
And
See, that
finally
was
around
exactly what they
SVR
needed to do.
They needed that. And able to hold it down. And at least getting themselves here 7-3, looking to get at least one more on this defensive side before the swatch. I mean, obviously, ideal world, they get both, but at least one more here. If we can kind of, I would like to continue to see that. Now, problem with what they're doing is they only have pretty much no one towards this B, which could come back to bite them. This is going to be the mid to B split. It is going to be Christian falling back, falling away, and you can see just how much of this B site is open from the shadows popped, as Noob is going to take that site, and we're once again back here at the 5v5 retake. Let's see if it goes any better. Yield spotting out quite a few. Cats, though, gets the collab there, taking down with Yield and I Drink Mix. You do have the showstopper popped. Cat coming on the site, looking for one. He is able to connect onto Kata. Only two left. Noob finally shuts that down, but EXP there to trade his teammate. And now suddenly the 1v4 for Scrafty, and not going to be able to make it in time to stop that defuse. Forced to fall
absolutely.
back.
And I think that was played
Last
really
round
well.
in the
I
half.
think that, you know, like they won their battles. They had 3 players in stairs. They had a feeling. I mean, they knew Viper had been in vent. They knew that they had people come up through mid. So they had a pretty good idea that players are going to be over on that mid side, potentially in heaven. And they did exactly what they needed to do. And, you know, Cats found the kill on Yildiz off off the start. Super helpful. Gets things started, but doing a lot better when they have the odd man situation, obviously, but finding it and taking it.
And all the ults are coming out right here, right now for this final round. Yield's trying to push onto this site and deny. Slowed. Nobody able to connect much. Breakdown happens. Trades equal
One
across
enemy
the board
remaining.
until Kafka and Scrafty taking them down. Vexy now last alive for Sovereign Red, trying to reclaim this last round for their team before we flip into half. Can they find all 3 members of Aimstars before that bomb explodes?
Leave us.
Finds the first one. Do they know, though, that Noob is hidden behind this box here, just waiting for Vexy to peek out? They did not check that corner. That is going to be round 8 for Aimstars.
Switching sides.
As we switch to the half now, 8-4. We'll see how well this this double initiator comp works on the defensive side.
Yeah, so I mean, not the worst end of the half for Sovereign Red. They find 2 more, bring it to 4-8. You really want to win that 5th round though, but unfortunately not quite able to find it, as it was a strong attack. Yildiz, you know, kind of an ult rush, but ended up working out for them pretty well. I'm curious, yeah, absolutely, to see how things work out. We have this pretty standard meta comp on attack, and so we're almost definitely going to see Kafka with these flanks and lurks, but it's like an aggressive play here to start off for the Aimstars. At least to
Able
get that orb.
ult orb. Yeah, it's always good to have. You know, every Valorant player, they eat ult orbs in their dreams, don't you know? Slow down. It's gonna be a very split push here from SVR. Very standard as they start to kind of walk up Kevin just a little bit here. Ooh, gonna be the first to see contact. Finds Cats, and the rest of Sovereign falling back. EXP finds themselves, but still connects onto 2
Spike
before
down
Kafka
A.
finally shuts them down. But EXP was the one who had the spike in their hands. Kafka taking down the very
One
injured
enemy
Vexy,
remaining.
Deny, and Christian finding 2 themselves. And now the 1v2 with spike in their hands. Christian dropped very
One
low.
enemy
But
remaining.
also at 44.
Oh.
He finds 1, but doesn't quite flick over to deny fast enough. That is going to be
Almost
the
able
first
to
rounds
find
of their
it.
defensive half.
You almost wonder if instead of jumping out of that smoke, if he were to walk out, if maybe that would have given him enough time to get over, because he had to wait just for that second to be able to get, you know, full accuracy again on that shot. Maybe if he walks out, he can get both there, but unfortunate for Aimstars. A good round though for Sovereign Red as they get this a little bit closer here, and I think we're in for a bit of a slower, at least attacking side here. Curious to see these strategies develop.
Very different from what we saw before. Is instead of the very fast kind of death that was being ran by the Team Sovereign is going for this more standard approach, running it down mid now. Deny finds Scrafty, able to get that first, and that is going to be the control of A site. Christian ready with that headhunter. Now a 3-man retake against 5 with worse guns.
Spike planted.
Poor Aimstars not in the best position here. Make this as expensive as possible. Vexy finds one noob, trading out their teammate, but Christian is ready and waiting. And Yields makes that noise, and Cats is ready. Another good round from SVR, putting them up now 6-8. Now suddenly back in the running to maybe run away with Split.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, interesting to see that now on this retake side, Yildiz has now been the last player alive twice. I felt that on attack he was taking a lot of space very efficiently, and it was very impressive. But at this point, now not necessarily that person who's coming in first on these retakes, and you want to see maybe a little bit more aggression from them, although they are taking a lot of early map aggression in space. So curious how these rounds develop going forward.
And again, we have this very slow push from SVR, making a little bit of noise, breaking the trap, drawing out a little bit of util, and just kind of falling back. You know, they don't have a lot of like map control forward, but they have a lot vertically or horizontally right now. Really looking at that, I think it might be Yields. Might run into a little bit of contact here potentially. No noise made. And it's gonna be Idring Milk spraying down mid, taking down Christian, getting that first pick for Aimstars. A very necessary first pick. They continue walking up, and Cats with those paint shells just shutting down Yields.
This is an awkward situation as the spike's not quite there, and the retake is already set up, so EXP
30
is
seconds
set.
left.
He's isolated now.
Yeah, unable to plant until that wall goes up. Trying to run through, but I love this positioning from Milk. Trying to play the time a little bit. Eventually get that plant down, not quite.
Down A.
Milk shuts it down. Vexy and Cats
10
go.
seconds left.
We'll hold down the side, but Spike takes 4 seconds to plant, so if this is interrupted, it's over.
Spike planted.
Kafka gets denied. Now the 2v2. Time, however, is now on the side of SVR. It's gonna be Kafka and Scrafty walking up here a little bit.
enemy
Cat's in a
remaining.
great position to take advantage. Finds the first. Now all up to Scrafty, trapped. A little bit,
remaining.
sees the first one. Dropped to 33 HP for this final fight. Has to find Cats quickly, and it's gonna be Cats who is the more prepared. Top frag for their team currently. Able to get SVR a 3rd round in a row here, 7-8 now.
Yeah, that's a really big 3rd round to capitalize on if you're SVR. They're looking really strong right now on this attack side. Even with a couple, you know, now this closer round that we just saw, still able to make it work. That was rough though. EXP getting cut off there. I mean, they played well. They waited for that Viper wall to come up, but things could have gone very awry if I Drink Milk had the opportunity to take out EXP.
Yeah, just a little bit of unfortunate. Now again, we see a little bit of a similar push through from the Aimstars. They're kind of walking up this A a little bit, but Christian connecting on it to Kafka in that B, connecting on to Scrafty, and oh my gosh, somebody get the operator out of this man's hands. They now have a full control of the B site for SVR. Aimstars, another sticky predicament, trying to have to retake here with less people than they'd ideally want. just continually losing these first few picks. When they go for the retakes, it's just messy.
Doing
Milk finds Cats. Dash
Last
through,
player
but Vexy
standing.
ready, yields, falls, denied, finds I drink milk, and
5 dead.
wow, Noob falls quickly after that, and now suddenly we're tied up 8-8. What, you know, at the half, if I had to say, I would have said, oh yeah, this is going to the Aimstars. They're, you know, way up here right now. But no, SVR has just had this really strong attack side so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we were looking at a 2-7 scoreline. We're now looking at an 8-8 scoreline. That is pretty crazy. Very impressive turn of events here for Sovereign Red. They've managed to figure things out, but maybe we see a timeout coming soon on the other side from the Aimstars to figure this out a little bit. This Cat's ult online could be crucial in this round.
It has the potential to just be absolutely brutal. Util sent out. It's gonna be Noob that takes a bit of that damage. Chip down. Not insignificant. It's a continued walk up. Paranoia out. And Noob and Hydra
Spike
Milk able to
down
take
mid.
advantage of that. Able to catch two, and this is the first time the Aimstars really have had that significant numbers advantage in the mid round. Now the question is, can they capitalize on it to try and prevent SVR from taking the lead here? Noob finding Christian. Deny spotted out. Now the 2v5, and seems like Yields and Vexy are just kind of gonna
One enemy
bring on
remaining.
Rosie with each other. Yields though. Now poor Deny.
30 seconds left.
Flow. 1v5 club.
Not today.
I spoke too soon. I was trying to hype him up, but I think I might have jinxed it instead. It's my
Yeah,
bad.
potentially. But you know, that's the kind of round you really need if you're Aimstars. Figuring it out, getting that flawless there, and really well set up. I mean, everything went right. They won that mid fight as well as they could. Getting that anti-flash was pivotal, I think, from Noob, countering against EXB's flash into Vent and managing to take out Cats there. That was really important. Should be an interesting, looks like a full B-side hit. I don't know if we've seen this yet.
Yeah, very much a different look from SVR. It's going to be the showstopper from Cats out. It's just going to push all the way. Christian finds Scrafty in the mid as well, which is a great first pick if you are our SVR. Now, the 4v5 retake, and quite a lot of ults each team has to potentially you. It's going to be the conversion pass coming out. Annihilation as well. Kafka taking advantage, Deny trading their teammate, but Yields and Noob
player
taking full
standing.
advantage of that slow. Vexy falling as well, and now Christian in the 1v3 trying to spray down and maybe stop this defuse, but Yields just holding. I drink Wolf is the one to get that final pick. Now 8-10. Aimstars able to take back with a really solid retake. Mostly 3 people. Only one ult used to do it.
Yeah, I think I was gonna comment on. I felt that there was Sovereign did a really great job with Christian on the attack side there, finding value in mid and then backing out and going towards that main side. But a strong waylay ult and well capitalized on it there is Aimstars are able to find that round, and now 2 in a row. I mean, they've swung the momentum back, even if it is a little bit closer now. I would be worried if I was Sovereign right now.
From Kafka.
Drone is down.
Always scary to hear. Information. 4 members of Sovereign actually looking over towards this A site. Kafka looking to try and connect. Viper Wall is going to deny that angle away. But still, Sovereign just really hasn't been able to make a foothold on A. They were completely held off. And if you'll note, Aimstars did not... I mean, did not over-rotate here. Use the From the Shadows to get a little bit of information, but they still have 2 people up towards this B site to hold, and you additionally have Kafka rotating over to provide support as well. Before the take even happens, Christian, though, able to connect on the Scrafty. This is going to be the first pick of the
What's a
game.
big flash?
Paranoia out by Noob.
Spike
Finds
down,
one.
B.
EXP forced to
30 seconds left.
falter. Even now, and Kafka with that tour to 4. Vexy falling. It's going to be yields to find Deny as well. And now the 2v4 suddenly for Sovereign.
There's no time.
Able to
10
I don't think they
seconds
can get
left.
on this site.
Yeah. They might. It's
Satchel out.
4 seconds to plant the spike using the satchel, and
No time.
that is going to be point, what, 6 seconds? They were what, 0.6 seconds short, I believe is what that
Something
shows?
like that.
Oh,
Something like that.
that is unfortunate, but great news if you're the Aimstars is now you only need 2 more rounds to take this first map here and try.
Here.
Want to try and take this a little dominantly, especially, you know, knowing that this is a best of 3, knowing that you still do have 1, potentially 2 more maps. So the more dominant you can make your victory here, the more you can get a little bit in the head of Sovereign.
Blinded.
Try and make them lose the second map before it starts. Now, of course, that's not to say Sovereign doesn't take here. Kafka, though, with that operator, takes down Cats, and it's that 4v5, and you have to try and take any bit of map control that you can get. But and if you'll note, Sovereign really doesn't have much. They're kind of go back towards mid a little bit. Got Vexy a little bit over towards that A site, but not a lot to work with when you're trying to get a bomb down. Poor Vexia might just be running into 2 on A potentially, which we'll see. And
Spike
it's Scrafty
down.
notifying
One
EXP,
enemy
and
remaining.
oh my goodness, the operator Christian falls, spikes down, and poor Deny detected out by the Knight, forced to try and swing through the smoke. For a flawless round from the Aimstars to put themselves here at match point. Looking to try and close this out as viciously as their attack half went. We'll see if they can do it. Or potentially, does Sovereign have something in their back pocket? We have another timeout. This time, I
one's
believe,
actually-
from the Aimstars.
Yeah, this is called by those who are currently winning, so interesting call there, but I mean,
Yeah,
I'm curious what they could be cooking up.
I fear slowing down your momentum. You just got 4 rounds in a row after basically losing all of your defensive side, and then you took 4 in a row. And I'm really scared that kind of going in here right now and calling this timeout could disrupt the momentum of that flow and might allow SVR actually to come in and do something crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious how things work out here. I mean, the play was there for them to crunch in mid, but just a little too passive. I mean, I think it was working earlier. They were finding the timings with this passive play on attack here, but not really continuing to work. And I think that they need to, like, we haven't seen a single faster hit yet.
You want to play? Let's play.
Sovereign. I think that there would be value in committing
Scout
to that,
destroyed.
as maybe that's what we're going to see here. Starting to move, but Raze is going to be caught off here.
Yeah. Trying to move and Kafka up top, trying space, but at the null command coming back out, Kafka finding Christian for the first pick of the round, and a first pick you don't want to see if your Sovereign yields. Takes it down to 9. Now the 3v5 spike is planted,
They're
but
all there.
you have to take the 5-man retake. Scrafty finds the XP. It's gonna be Cats to find Cats finding yields. That's
player standing. One
No,
enemy
take
remaining.
that. What? He's able to keep SVR alive, and we will stay on split for another round, just barely.
Yeah, Cat's good for 4 there. That was crazy. Back against the wall. I mean, they had every piece of info to know where they were, all in that corner. That was like the opposite of what PRX does. I mean, they managed to hold there so well. Oh my goodness. So Cat's keeping his team alive for one more round. Well played.
Drone is down.
Now it looks like it's gonna be again this heavy towards A that did work out, but Kafka is ready and waiting with that operator. We have to be so cautious of that. And now again, SVR down in terms of numbers, has to dodge the blind. Christian able to keep things even. Begin to walk up heaven here, but no space taken towards the actual site, and Yields has dropped all the way down from box. Christian trying to see Phil TP back, does not. Is he running into him?
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
Bird. And Yields takes down
Defenders win.
Christian to clear out Split and allow the Aimstars to take victory after a very decisive attack half, and then the almost comeback from SVR on their defensive side. But in the end, was the Aimstars able to put themselves up now 1-0 for this best of 3.
Yeah, Cats, I mean, found that hero round on that 8-12 scoreline, but getting taken out immediately out of the equation. Kafka with a very important kill, and then Scrafty able to find 3. I mean, that was he should not have lived there. There's no world in which Scrafty really should be still going there, but yeah.
Apparently there is this world because
Apparently.
somehow the miracle happened. But we
yeah.
are gonna go to a break. When we come back, we will be going to Lotus for our second map of this best of 3. It's gonna be totally different. It's a completely different map than Split, so I'm excited to see what our teams bring and what kind of tension we're going to get after what was a crazy map 1.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see you after the break.
had to leave it. Say you need a shoulder, sleeping all alone. I'm rocking too fast for you to lean on. Distance brings us closer, we're gonna feed the flame. Cause these days, I only want you on the weekend. My love is lost and found. You're like a penny on the pavement. I'll pick you up, I'll put you down. I only want you on the weekend. My love is lost and found. You're like a penny on the pavement. I'll pick you up, I'll put you down. I only want you on the weekend.
Sovereign Red once more starting on the defensive side and looking to potentially keep themselves alive here and bring us to a map 3.
Yeah, we see the double dive coming out of Josh compared to Zero Duelist actually from Sovereign Red, which is kind of insane.
I mean, this is a 3-sided map potentially. You know, I do believe they have enough sentinels to put one on each side of the map. I think they're very scared about the Aimstars attack side. We actually saw we ended. I believe it was. I want to say, yeah, it was like 7-2 before SVR was able to get another round on their defensive side. So this could potentially be in reaction to that, potentially a little bit of hesitation of what the Aimstars are going to do on their attack.
Let's see how this strong double dive comp will fare against triple sentinels.
And oh, the choice of this A site is something to behold, as there is not a single person on this A site. Instead, SVR have decided to walk up C and B Cats, taking down Scrafty there, and now beginning a full 5-man potential flank over towards this A site, which was left completely open for the Aimstars to be able to play. Plant is going to be good, and now it's going to be up to the 5v4 retake of Sovereign Red. Yield sitting behind this box, gonna be spotted out by that Fade Dog, forced to fall back, and all the util jumping through. Vexy Noob takes down the XP, but Christian and Deny ready to trade their teammates. Now a 2v3. However, time is on the side of the Aimstars as the spike is ticking down. Christian also very low on HP, dropped to 10 as they begin this push through, but Christian
I will not die here.
And I do believe that defuse is going to be good and allow Sovereign Red to take this first defensive round.
And they kind of just got stuck on site there. Not really much control in their spawn. Just getting overwhelmed by the flank after the lurk was discovered. And yeah, they just easily retook the site, flooded in.
And again, though, this is kind of what we saw last match, where Sovereign Red got the pistol, they got the bonus, and then they got steamrolled for 7 rounds in a row. So what really I think is going to be the decider is going to be that 3rd round. It is going to be, can we see a little bit of change here on Lotus? A different look, though, from the Aimstars, leaning over towards this C site, but 2 members of Sovereign Red have pushed up Mound quite a bit. Are waiting to see the Aimstars slowing things down, waiting for that one-way to drop. Have to break that tripwire. And now starting to make a little bit of noise. They look towards the C site. Scrafty dropped down to 30 HP from a fight over towards A, but not the rest. It might just be a Deny who might see first action going back. Instead, pushing through doors towards that B side, but Cat, who was the top frag for their team, is going to be holding there towards the B. This is a lot slower look than we've ever seen from the A-Stars. Really taking their time. They only have 40 seconds left. Yields dropped down to 35 HP from trying to dash in, and now they're once more trying to rotate over towards
30 seconds left.
A site now.
Where are
With only 30 seconds, Cats finds Yield as well over towards that B. Trying to hit that and walk through tree, but not a lot of time to try and push on the side. Christian putting up that wall, finds CTE, finds Scrafty. Plant is going to be good. Noob stuck there, and Christian finds another. ZXB cleans up with his teammate. That is going to be a flawless bonus round for SVR.
Yeah, I mean, they got the bomb down though, which is huge for the next round. I'm interested to see how this next gun round plays out for Josh. Down 2-0 already.
I mean, this is really where we saw them run away with it last time. They were able to take 7 in a row after losing the first 2. So it really is going to be SVR up to them to kind of break a little bit of that stigma from Split and make sure to prove that Lotus is a new map. And another thing to consider, though, is SVR is running that triple sentinel, so they are going to have a bit more of advantage here on their defensive side. It's going to be the A push, however. Seems the Aimstars want. Not bothering to hide their footsteps either. Question, though, ready with that wall. Cats tries to get a wall bang. I appreciate it.
Wall raised.
Oh, the poor dog. Denied entry by the wall. But still no full commit really from the Aimstars here. They've made a lot of noise and you know, kind of brought out a lot of util. But they're actually currently in the process of rotating themselves back over potentially the C or B site. See where they end up going.
Yeah, this deep cam too on C. Gonna be able to spot out these attackers. That's huge for them.
And
we'll pull rotates.
B also denied entry by that deadlock util, that wall thrown up. Broken though by Scrappy.
Look at where the raise is though. He's already deep
30
into
seconds
A.
left.
He's deep into A with the lurk. Might catch a lot of value out of here.
It seems though that actually Aimstars has decided to potentially rotate. Never mind, they were starting to move cats though. Find Scrappy. It's gonna be yields though to find EXB and really start this push. As there's only 10 seconds left to get the plant down. Adrian Milk finds Deny, yields finds Christian. We do have that deadlock ultimate coming online and being used. Pull out yields. Falls now the 3v2.
3 down.
Cats finding noob. Looking for another.
Player
was
standing.
good, but not quite able to connect. CTE falling to Vexy, and now it's all up to Idring Milk. Finds the first. Throws the satchel out. What is satchel? How cheeky, how sneaky. I drink milk, able to clutch up for the Aimstars to get their first round on the board.
Yeah, and that's huge for them too, because it gets them on the board. You know what I'm saying? Gives them some daylight, but they are forced onto a weaker buy now. And with the triple sentinels, I don't know how they're going to be able to fight the A, which is pretty common against teams.
Seems they want to lean towards this seaside again, but Deny getting ready with that one way, and you know, it's been a really powerful stoppage tool, I would say, where you can see like a whole 15 seconds have gone by before Aimstars even start walking past it, even though no one's even holding it. Cats take a bit of chip damage from that jump spot, but EXB there to trade their teammate. That's crafty. And now the execute onto the seaside, which is being held by Vexy. We do have those cabbages coming into play, trying to clear up the side. Deny though. Finds Yield with a little smoke side action. Finds I drink milk as well. Mike is gonna be good, but CTE and Noob dropped down in terms of HP and are stuck against the 2v5 retake. Blinded all the util in the world as Christian drops him, and CTE is quick to follow his teammate. That is gonna be a third round for SVR and a flawless one as well.
Yeah, their retakes are actually really clean. Even with the triple sentinel, they have a really good retake util, and that missed smoke over there in waterfall really hurt Josh. Is that what they're called?
That goes there.
They are technically, their full name is Drake's Rejected Young Aimstars.
Okay, I'm calling them the Aimstars.
Yep, that's what I've been doing. What, you don't want to say the full team name every 2 seconds?
So where does the Josh come from?
That is their coach's name. It's gonna be this leaning over towards the A site now. All 5 members of the Aimstars walking their way up. Running into two members of SVR. That sage wall is going to be good. Thrown down, and 10 Aimstars on this much lighter buy here. And all the stall utils just bought so much time for the rest of SVR to rotate over with their
Catch
team.
them.
Now, if you're the Aimstars, we do have the showstopper coming out from I Drink Milk, and
Last player standing.
3 with that showstopper
No, I
all
planted.
blinded by the paranoia.
It's a kindness.
Scrafty finds one. Cats now last alive, trying to do something for their team. But now, how the turns have tabled as the 1v4 retake is attempted. Holding with that net, making the noise. And though Cats finds one, cannot find the second in the high-low. That is going to be the second round for the Aimstars.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, with the triple sentinels, they aren't really able to contest the A early. So the Aimstars are able to kind of just take the space for free and keep a lot of their util and just nuke the site. Just take it for free.
Back at it.
And so if you're SVR, what are you doing to combat that?
Probably just flood back onto A. Which is what I think they're doing this time.
It'll be Christian to find Scrappy. Milk. So paint shells are good. Resurrection, though, comes online to keep all 5 members of SVR alive. Now they do get to have this 5v3 retake. And see how the flood onto site goes. Trying to gather just as much information as possible.
Last
Could be
player
powerful.
standing.
TXP to find heals. Vexy taking down CTE, and now just Noob and the Odin last alive. Noob finds 2, looking for a third, finds the third. Noob sending out those cabbages. Trying to hold the defuse, trying to spray down, but
Blinded.
trying to ace to try to Noob able to keep themselves SVR.
Standing in
Our
between us
Aimstars up
and
to 3.
victory.
They made a great adjustment there, pulling off bodies from A and calling for a flood onto A and retaking instead of trying to hold it down. But, you know, the Odin just might need a nerf. You know, it's just too good.
You can't discount the Odin ace.
You want to play?
Now, of
Let's
course.
play.
Seems they want this A site, and yeah, Christian just not quite falling fully off the site quite yet, but all the map control of rubble in the hands
Here.
of the Aimstars. Now towards a B, but
Spike
then
down A.
Christian finds Noob.
Face your fear.
They said, Noob, you are not allowed to repeat what you did to us last round. Nightfall coming out as well. Just all of the Aimstars here on this B-Star trying to hold it. Not able to catch anyone with that ultimate there. It's gonna be a deny, taking down yields. Scrafty though finds Christian looking for another, is able to find EXP, and Spike is finally able to be picked up because that entire time Spike was in the hands of the defenders.
30 seconds left.
Only now going down on the A site in a 3v3 retake. And we'll see how SVR decides they want to play it. Jump spot from
Throwing
I
next.
Drink Milk. I'm gonna try and sneak up here and see what they can do, but it's Scrafty though to find Cats, and that Tour de
One
Force has
enemy
already
remaining.
found 3. CTE taking down Deny, and Vexy shortly falling afterwards. Let's
That's a
another
great-
round there.
A great hold out of them. And we see the Waylay ult come online. Not sure where they're going to take this. Maybe C. Maybe they open A and end C. That was
I mean, they have a lot of options.
They do have options. They do have options. They know they can take this A main space for free because they don't have the duelists or util to contest this A main space.
Yeah, and this is just coming to bite SVR a little
Here.
bit. Is just their inability to do anything with rubble. It seems like they want to maybe look towards the B, but oh, so close. Christian though, able to connect based on the info from that dog and fire icebreaker. It's gonna be a little fight there. Christian taking down CTE as well. Waylay ult comes out, doesn't find anybody because there's nobody to find. Empty A site is able to be planted upon, but now you have the 3v5 retake from the shadows being popped, looking a little bit of information to cause a little bit of confusion. Looking to flood towards this site. We're done. It's gonna be Yields though to take down Vexy, connect onto the first. Christian finds Idream Miller. Yields finds the second. Noob brings up Christian, finding two more to shut things down. Get the defuse and keep things tied up 4-4 as SVR takes it. Christian with the ace.
Yeah, second ace this game. I had not really seen that in a while. But they
Both
do
teams
burn
locked
out
in.
the Waylay ult. Yeah, and SVR, they're making the right call to just retake the A. They know they can't contest the Rebel at all. And
This goes
Look
here.
at this. Look at this. They're just leaving A pretty much empty, and they're playing on B, playing for
I
the fast
will find
rotate
you.
to flood
This
in
goes
before they can get their like crossfire set up on A.
Can be again this A push, and seems like the Aimstars have found kind of what they like here, what they want to see. Showstopper is gonna be popped, not quite connecting on anyone though, as SVR just completely giving up A.
Spike
Now
planted.
we're looking at a 5v5 retake here. We'll see if maybe equal numbers are a little more in favor of the Aimstars. It's Christian though to take down Yields. Lesser gun coming to bite. CTE and Scrappy though, each finding one. The neural theft is popped. Vexy next on to Scrappy, and Christian is gonna revive
enemy
Deny, but
remaining.
Noob absolutely shutting that down, finding 3 for themselves, and now Deny last alive, and CTE is the one to find them. That's going to be another round for the Aimstars. 5-4. SVR calling their timeout off the back of that victory.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just kind of going back and forth right now. They know that A is kind of just a 50-50, whether they can flood in and win the fights or not. I'm not too sure what adjustments they're going to make. Maybe they stack A and try to hold it down. I honestly don't know.
I mean, you do have the utility of 3 Sentinels for stall potential here. If you just put all 3 Sentinels on A, and then the other 2 can kind of BC it a little bit, maybe you might turn A from a 50-50 into a little more of a sure shot of victory. But you also have to account for the fact that, you know, Aimstars could maybe not go to A. They also have this timeout to re-strategize and think of something different to do potentially.
Yeah, I mean, let's see how they. Looks like they're moving the Cypher to C actually, or B. Oh, I had no idea.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're putting more bodies on A. It seems like, and looks like they have some sort of maybe a trap set up on A. Yeah, they're just putting bodies on A and trying this fight.
They definitely seem to want it, but it's going to be Hydrink Milk to connect onto Christian. Cat was able to trade his teammate out at the very least, but Yields finds EXB. Now the 3v4, and it's going to be Scrafty to take down Cats. That is going to be Rubble control, now firmly in the hands of the Aimstars, as it always seems to be. Deny trying to wait on this flank from his teammate, but I just don't think the Aimstars are gonna
Last player standing.
Sitting in the smoke, yields, takes him down, and now Vexy last alive, and Sentinels do what Sentinels do, defending that flank. And that's gonna finally allow the Aimstars to get up 2 rounds. I think this is the first time we've really seen since the pistol more than a 1-round difference between these teams.
Yeah, I mean, the weakness of this 3 Sentinel comp is kind of being exposed right now. Just the inability to fight for this A main control. And the two dive duelists are able to just fight back stronger and win the fights.
Seems like Christian is going to be the one to find that first kill with Scrappy, and a little bit of a different look towards this Rubble fight, and one that seems to have worked out a little more in the favor of Sovereign Red there. He's going to force the rotate out now from the Aimstars. Oh, we didn't see that. As they are going to be looking over towards the C site where it's Vexy alone. So if they can kill Vexy without losing anyone, that would be a huge advantage for the Aimstars. Vexy though falling back with their team.
Spike planted.
Plant is going to be good. But now the Aimstars are going to have to contend with a 5v4 retake.
destroyed.
Do have From the Shadows in the hands of CTE, but not sure. Paranoia sent out. Yield taking advantage. Christian though able to trade his teammate out. Paint shells thrown, but Christian once more there for his team, and now suddenly a 4v2. Got EXB pushing through with the Odin. Noob falls. Now CTE last alive, and those cages creating the perfect angle for Vexy to bring us back 5-6 and only a difference of 1 round.
Last
Gotta
round
give it to
before
them,
the
man.
switch.
They contested the A again. They won it. They won it with the guns.
They did finally take Rubble for the first time in 11 rounds.
That goes there.
And yeah, they took it and they won.
So
Looks like
I don't think they're going to be
Red-
repeating that.
Yeah, I mean, they might maybe. I think they might fake this fight actually.
Yeah, it's cold.
Okay.
They
They're
wanted
going.
it.
They're going.
Oh, Yield. Dashing a little, making a lot of noise, but no one there from the Aimstars was there to really fight Rubble, which, you know, is good. They were forced into that unfavorable numbers advantage last time they tried to do that, so potentially looking to at least keep themselves in this 5v5 for the retake. Never mind, Scrafty finds Christian, and now the 4v5, the tour de force popping out. Scrafty connecting onto EXB as well. And now a 3v5. Spike ticking away. Time on the side of the Aimstars. It's gonna be that tour de force finding Deny as well. Vexy though connecting on to 2, but Noob and Scrafty hold down for their team off the back of
Switching
that Waylay
sides.
ult. And that
And-
is gonna be the half.
We almost just saw another ace there out of Scrafty. That was actually almost a perfect reaction off of the A fight. They had 2 towards C. They saw the A fight going, instantly rotated towards C, knew that Sovereign Red would have low util to try to retake C, took C, and, you know, Scrafty got his 4.
Well, now comes the question that has been on my mind since I saw these team comps. That's how the heck do you run an attack with triple Sentinel?
I have no idea.
Well, it seems you still decide to fight this Rubble space, but Yield's able to swing out, take down Deny, Noob finds
down
EXB, and the Rubble fight not going in their way at all. Cats finds 1, but traded out instantly, and Now a 2v4 and Spike is firmly in the hands of the Aimstars here. Christian trying to throw that wall up, but not really much you can do. And just a blender on rubble for that first fight.
Yeah, very strong A fight out of the double dive as expected. How would I even react to this with the triple sentinels? I don't know. I actually don't know.
And I mean, you gotta find a way to react to it because the Aimstars were able to take map 1. This is only a best of 3. If you are SVR and you lose here, you've lost this series in its entirety.
Cage triggered.
I appreciate the slowing down, you know, see if you can't get a pick, if you can't force aggression from the Aimstars a little bit potentially. Sovereign Red just looking to try and connect. You have the less guns here. Nice, throwing Paranoia out, but Crafty and Yield just annihilating. Christian finds one, Cats finds another, Deny finds a third. And now the numbers advantage suddenly in the hands of SVR in a round that should have been just, you know, it should have been the Aimstars bonus. They had the money, they had the guns.
Listening.
Yet now those guns have been picked up by Sovereign Red. Now they have time on their side. Crafty at 8 HP too. One bullet's gonna do him in.
Teleport's ready.
Last player
Trying
standing.
to walk onto that side. Cats connects there, and all CT has is a judge, and I think they might just get sprayed down to death. Trying to jump through the smoke and find, but the Paranoia is too good. And what should have been the Aimstars, you know, round in terms of guns, it's now SVR's.
Yeah, and I have a feeling we're gonna see that C fight a lot because I just don't see how Sovereign Red are going to be able to take that A space. But if they do somehow get onto site, it's gonna be real hard to retake.
Yes. So I mean, really, if you're the Aimstars, you're looking to stop them from ever taking a site, because that really is your win condition per round. Now, a bit of a split push from the side of SVR. Still towards that A. You got your fade over towards that B, and 3 looking. Wall up for Christian, looking to connect, but Scrafty trying to hold. A little too much trigger but discipline possibly. Christian is able to find him. The dash through from Yield. Read perfectly by Christian. Now a 3v5 spike is planted. EXB finding one
Enemy remaining.
Christian connecting onto CTE as well. Adrian Milk finds EXB, but Christian with the 4K. With that outlaw. Able to bring us back now. Difference of 1 round. And we said, you know, how are 3 Sentinels gonna take a site? It seems you just need your Sage to kill 4.
Yep. And our first official gun round coming in here looks like a 2-1-2 out of the Aimstars, with the 2 duelists on C moving the chamber over to A. I think they're just going to take this A space without the duelists.
They do seem to want it, but it seems to me like SVR has found a likening for this C site. Once more looking towards it. It's EXB though to find CTE first. Deny. Teleporting on the site. I drink milk though. Cuts down Christian. He'll use that blast stack. Finding Deny. Looking for another drop. The spike, but it's gonna be Cats take down I drink milk. His teammate though yields to trade. EXB finds that, and now the 2v1. He does have enough time to at least get this spike planted and down. Really trying to look to turn these into 1v1s and not the 2v1. And it's very clear that Aimstar dropped to 4 HP by the operator, and it's gonna be the Headhunter body shot to shut down EXB. Allow Aimstars to keep themselves in the lead.
And Scrafty with the off. That's going to be huge for them in the next round. They can set him on the line C, they can set him on the line A, and just leave him there while the pack switches to a different site to fight somewhere else, not letting Sovereign Red to even get onto site. Also, those are some really nice teddy bears.
Yeah, it's a shout out Free Cam, shout out Observer, beautiful. Look at them, they're so cute. They're just hanging out. They literally spend their lives listening to gunshots and agents dying. But you know,
I think the teddy bear in the middle is dead.
Sacrifice. And there's that operator you were talking about, Scrafty setting up a line on C, finding the first. And then of course Yields tripping that information and having to make SVR also consider that flank as dangerous. Now they're just look and see how little map space. EXB trying to make a little bit of noise, find CTE. The first of many needed kills here to keep themselves alive. Noob jumping up and down until they spot out where the heck SVR wants to go. Quick bubble control, start walking up. Have to be cautious though. Yields sitting breakable. Dogs out. It's gonna be Noob. Found by Deny. Nightfall coming out as well. Convergence path. Not sure it connected onto anyone there. One enemy control. EXP finds entering Milk. Vexy finding Yields though. And now 1v4 for Scrafty with that operator, and at this point I just say save up, and I think that's exactly what Scrafty's gonna be doing, walking slowly backwards.
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge first kill out of Scrafty, but you know, things didn't go too well for anyone else.
Yeah, I would have liked to potentially see, you know, Aimstars, they walked all the way up past Rubble, all the way out to that trip that was set, and then they fell back. I would have liked them to potentially keep one person at Rubble, just to kind of hold that map space. It would have allowed for faster rotates, more information, rather than giving it up in its entirety and basically allowing SVR to walk all the way up to tree before receiving any sort of fight on their hands.
Yeah, I mean, they took all of A for pretty much free, and they gave it right back to them for free.
Cage trigger.
Blinded. Now, a default look from the members of SVR. I think they're trying to suss out where that operator was at first. That way you know which site not to push. They are looking at the very heavily stacked C site. 3 members of the Aimstars up there and waiting for this push. Again, you have to consider how much util. You know, they have the Fade over there fighting Scrafty, and so all you've really got is your paranoia trying to get you onto site. Wall's gonna go up. Christian trying to walk out of that smoke, and I drink milk with the paint shell finds him. CTE also taking down the knife. Cat takes him down, and all the ults exchange to see Showstopper takes down Cats, but not before being wrapped up and taken down themselves. 2v3 now.
Spike planted.
Guns not in their favor. So numbers of Aimstars start to kind of walk, looking for a potential free pinch here. Cabbages coming out there from Noob to try and reveal the locations of the members of SVR. They are going to be found. Wow. Members of Aimstars start walking around. Blind sent out. EXB is dropped, and Vexy falling to the operator. Plenty of time left to get that defuse in, and to keep themselves in the lead is the Aimstars, hitting double digits, 10-8.
Yeah, that's also a great read out of them right there. faking that A fight, causing them to want to hurry up onto C, and falling into their trap where they have 3 bodies already onto C. And I think they know that SVR kind of doesn't have a choice and has to open C every round because they can't fight A at all.
Now, both teams. I mean, if Aimstars loses this, their economy might be a little hurting. So, win this, but again, a very similar look from SVR as we've seen the last few times, where they're just running that default, getting a little bit of information. This time, though, only 2 people on that C site to hold it. The 2 duelists of the Aimstars might be running into some potential trouble here.
Hitting the brakes.
Retake. Mutual throw, though, is enough to make them back off. At least for a moment. Again, we see this, it's such a slower tempo than what we saw in the first half, and I think that really is just showing sort of what util each side has, and sort of the minimal amount of site take util that is in the hands of SVR. Still, they want the seed. Very similar take again. Christian walling up, walking up on that wall. It's Cats to find I Drink Milk, and EXB with the spray takes down Neil.
30
Now
seconds
the
left.
3v5 for the last members of
planted.
the Aimstars to try retake. And deny taking down Scrafty, taking that
Last
operator
player
out of
standing.
the equation. EXB finds Noob, and looking to be a potentially flawless round, and CTE just trying to save at this point because losing all those guns is going to be costly for the Aimstars in this next upcoming round.
I kind of want to see Aimstars contest to see whether that's with moving the stack there to fight out Mound or putting the op on C, because they're kind of just letting them walk over and take Mound for free, and they can just take C really easily, even if they have 2-3 people on C, get the bomb down, and then, you know, they're kind of just shut out of the site.
Well, they do have 3 people set up towards this C site this time, and it is their 3 more aggressive agents. We'll see if that plays out. Tour de force coming out from Noob, so even though couldn't afford the operator, still has an operator in hand. Oh, there we go. But Mount Space is still given up, and SVR is going to be able to do with it as they would like. EXB finding Noob on that B site. And now an unfortunate numbers disadvantage. And oh, Christian, the timing as that smoke drops. Yield though, outside is there. Try and fight with their team. Keep things a little even. 3v4. All 4 members of SVR really looking over towards this seed. Continuing to walk up yields. Walk into all sorts of guns. I Drink Milk gets one, but not enough. This Force Crafty in the 1v3 with a pistol and a tour de force left. That's it. Just gonna be walking into this high-low firing squad here. This is going to be a round that will allow SVR to tie us back up 10-10, unless Scrafty pulls off a miracle.
Yeah, I really just want to see a better C fight. Right? Just walking in for free, you know, I guess a bit of util being dumped out. But overall, it's just they take C Mound. They put the chamber on A, get them a deep line into their spawn in Rubble, and then they don't even go A. But timeout does come out of Noob. I've talked to, or not, I've heard from people that Josh is a very good coach, so we should see adjustment towards C this round.
I mean that's really what these timeouts are for, is for these adjustments to be made. Do I wish that the timeout may have come a round or two early so we weren't back to tied? You know, if you're the Aimstars, yeah, probably. But you are still tied. You only need 3 rounds to win here. If you can make those adjustments and really punish that triple sentinel idea, I think Aimstars could run away with this 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta contest the C, man. You're getting A for free. You know it's just a cipher. He slaps a cam there, and they just go C. Happened like 3 rounds already. But, you know, looks like we have... Okay, yeah. Their stack is going C. We have a Waylay on A now. Probably...
But here's what's gonna happen. SVR isn't gonna touch the mound this round because they also use the timeout to reset.
That'd be a good read.
They are leaning towards rubble over here, walking over to where poor Yields, all by their lonesome, about to run into 5. And oh, the timing of it all.
Be right back.
Yields just hold down enough for their team, and it's Christian. And now SVR, full site control, spike planted, and all the sentinel util in the world to stall out right now. And if you're the Aimstars, that it's really just unfortunate that when you readjust your strategy, now they're going to a different place. But Scrafty and I
know
last
player standing.
traded out by others. Danube and Denai also playing the trade game. But now Noob last alive in the 1v2. Trying to take a little bit of advantage, maybe potentially one with that drone theft, but finds Denai and he's gonna hold the spike. Oh my god, he held the spike long enough for it to
That's a huge clutch. That's a huge clutch.
Shouldn't have been theirs.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems to me that, you know, A is just easier to retake compared to C. With 3 sentinels on C, looks like no adjustments are being made at all this round. They have a trap set up C.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
it looks like the stack is also going C as well with the bomb.
yeah, I mean the trap wasn't sprung last time, so they don't know, you know, if it's there or not. Interesting smoke there. Scrafty. A little bit of damage off of that is Christian though to shut Scrafty down. Rest of the team flooding out. Christian though finding Noob, and
My territory.
it's almost like the Aimstars are giving ones in that mound fight. You had Scrafty run out, fight for lose. You had Noob run out, fight for lose. I drink milk finds Cats
Spike
and
down.
Deny, able to at least keep numbers even after a bit of a disastrous mound fight. Paint shells, chip Christian down a little bit, force them off. EXP on this flank.
One enemy
Finds I
remaining.
drink milk, finds CTE. And with the revive, that's a 4v1 now for Yields to try and prevent another tied number.
Spike planted.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
wow.
honest. My belief is it would be a miracle. Well, I'll just say that it would be a miracle.
I mean,
If I go first, that's 1 of 4. Sold out by the wall. Break the wall, but spotted by the dart. And oh, you can just hear that ticking getting too fast for Yields to do anything more. And that's going to be the explosion, bringing us back now 11-11, and SVR keeping themselves alive. And I'll be honest, surprising me, I did not believe in the triple sentinel attack comp. They are proving me wrong.
I didn't either. But,
Yes,
wow.
this should do.
It's just C over and over and over, shutting them out of C. Like, if you're Aimstars, like, what do you even do at this point? You're
Well,
making all the adjustments.
I think you try that C fight again, but you don't give them ones. We saw it Scratch peek out, die to 4. Then and only then did Noob peek out, die to 4. And then they just had full mouth control at that point in the hands of the SVR. Scrappy walking up. EXP though connecting on to Noob as well. Location revealed of Yield. Oh, the gun differential is just painful to watch this round. And it is this look towards A. And then this quick rotate over towards B where the last 2 members of Aimstars can't really do a lot. Got pistols, Yield with that Guardian. Finds 1, but dropped to 34 HP for their troubles, and CTE still has the classic, didn't even pick up the Guardian that Yields dropped, and now gonna have to go fight on this B site with what really is a very advantageous gun to hold on to. Yields dodging that net, but just more Sentinel, more stall util, nowhere to go. Know where you are.
Enemy remaining.
CTE dropped and falling from that smoke, and Christian just ready for that peek from Yields, and that's gonna be match point now for SVR, looking to bring us to Pearl potential.
End this.
This goes here.
3 ults online for. I keep Aimstars. 3 ults online for Aimstars, and 3 huge ults out of them. And we have 4 on B.
Are they gonna bring us to
Their
overtime with those
fears
ults?
betrayed them.
We'll see. I mean, EXB has been taking huge advantage of this B site, kind of walking it, playing with it. So if, you know, the Aimstars can shut that down quickly. Drops EXB down to 23, but it's Cats and Christian. Oh my goodness, just annihilating that chance. And well, now it's pretty much free reign of the map wherever you want to go if you're SVR. Sovereign Red. I'm just able to do what they want, and taking loads here. Also have the Nightfall coming out as well, allowing for that quick, clean site take, and all you have if you are Aimstars is the showstopper. Now, we have seen Hydra get 3 with that showstopper.
you could go from being Joe Blow to everybody on your dick, no homo. I bought my whole family whips, no Vovos. Next time I'm in church, please, no photos. Police escorts, everybody passports. This the life that everybody asks for. This a fast life, we are on a crash course. What you think I rap for? To push the fucking rap for? But I know that if I stay stunting, all these girls only gon' want one thing. I could spend my whole life goodwill hunting. Only good gon' come is as good when I'm coming. She got an ass that'll swallow up a G-string. And up top, 2 bee stings. And I'm bee sting off the re-sling. And my nigga just made it out the precinct. We give a damn about the drama that you do bring. I'm just trying to change the color on your mood ring. Reebok, baby, you need to try some new things. Have you ever had shoes without shoestrings? What's that, yay? Baby, these heels. Is that a made what? Baby, these wheels. You tripping when you ain't sipping, have a refill. You feeling like you running, huh? Now you know how we feel.
Girl, you don't know, nah, what you do to me. When I see that crinkle on your nose, I wonder if you fluently just do you like you do so effortlessly. I want you right next to me. I want you to be my green tea in the morning. Be my sugar honey. You're just so great. I wonder, girl, I wonder why you love me. It's so lovely, can't complain. One day I'll give you my name if you're down. If you're down. Be my green tea in the morning. Be my sugar honey. You're just so great. I wonder, girl, I wonder why you love me. It's so lovely, can't complain. One day I'll give you my name if you're down. If you're down.
I can't describe the feeling you gave when you blew me away, and I carry that every day. My sunshine and my moon, you're all I wanna do. Every night until we're through. These little moments that we've got make me feel like something I'm not. Green tea and honey, babe, so warm and sweet. You're all I need, just you and me.
I said, now here we go again. Another verse about how you got me feeling it. I'm feeling very many different types of ways. I just gotta say, I just wanna see you every second of every day. If that's okay to let me know. Yes, I got a flow that can make us go and float. 30,000, we won't ever hit below. You a queen and the world is yours to hold. Yeah. Baby, I got you. And baby, you got me. Tell me how you feeling. Just keep it reelin'. Promise we'll find peace. Your smile, it got me lost like your eyes. Baby, I just want you to go and want you to be my green tea in the morning. Be my sugar honey. You're just so great. I wonder, girl, I wonder why you love me. It's so lovely, can't complain. One day I'll give you my name if you're down. If you're down. Be my green tea in the morning. Be my sugar honey. You're just so great. I wonder, girl, I wonder why you love me. It's so lovely, can't complain. One day I'll give you my name if you're down. If you're down. saw someone who looks just like you in the backseat with a hand out the sunroof. I swear it was the dress that I gave you, and I wonder, is your favorite color still blue? You're full of love and wild and free.
Much more normal comp out of soccer with the double.
But they're not
A,
running 3 sentinels again?
no fade though. Yeah. No 3 sentinels.
Is going to be the Aimstars starting on defense this time. Sovereign Red going to be our attackers. Starting off, and Noob, the only one to not lock yet. Looking at that Astra, both teams potentially here. That is, I think, the controller pick usually on Pearl. Then you have Killjoy versus Vise. Which one is your preference for Sentinel on this map?
In my opinion, I like the Killjoy a bit more because with Vice you kind of just sit there, pop your thorns, you know what I'm saying? But like with Killjoy, you set up mid, you set up A, you set up B, you're fine. But with Vice, you kind of have like this mid gap, you know what I mean? But they do kind of make up for it with the double initiator, so they might. I'm looking for some mid fights this game.
Well, we'll see if our teams will give it to you. They're getting started here for our pistol round. Final map of the day. Pearl. they are leaning towards this mid, it seems, at least from our attackers' side. SVR seems to want it. Meanwhile, the Aimstars have set up a 4-man lean over towards this A site. Just the Killjoy util to be there to watch B. Seems like potentially we'll see if their bet pays off here or not. As we get right into it, it is going to be a Sovereign Red walking a mid, trying to clear a little bit of space. Meanwhile, the Aimstars walked quite a ways up of A, got a little bit of information off that, and then fall back. Poor little turret falls and falters. He is going to be dead. Noob falling out of their smoke. SVR has walked towards B, and poor KJ is all alone in the back there. And, oh, I'm scared for them. Deny taking down CTE, and that is going to be a full B site control for Sovereign Red. Now the 4v5 retake. Oh, Deny very injured from that by Cats, connecting on to Scrafty. Quite a bit of information revealed as well. That Sova dart. It's gonna be Cats to find yield as well. Hydring Milk trying to drop down, but Cats puts a stop to that in a flawless first round for SVR here on Pearl.
A really clean retake. He crouched onto a Killjoy who just couldn't really do anything for himself with the help of anyone on the team.
Poor guy was kind of trapped in the back there.
Yeah, and they were just kind of forced onto a 4v5 retake. Difficult.
Now, of course, with the gun advantage in hand, SVR seems to want to push this along, which makes sense. They start to walk up, but heavy stack towards B from the Aimstars. 3 members pushed up there. Trying to buy a little bit of time with that Teo util, but Cats dashing back. Nuke though, taking down 2. Just that pistol in hand, and it has allowed a gun to be picked up. Deny though, finding 2 themselves. Yields taking down EXB before Deny trades his teammate. Now 2v1 is CTE. Try and retake with that classic in hand. Can all admire that. I like the little omen on the classic. It's very nice. Oh, and denies any chance of CTE. Able to get a second round there for Sovereign Red. Take their bonus and put themselves up 2-0.
And they're able to take multiple rifles back into Aimstars' buy round, which could win them the round in this series. We have the Killjoy set up towards mid again with a 2-1-2. It seems like I'm not really too sure what to make of it.
Again, you said you wanted mid fights. Well, mid you are going to see as we have 3 members of SVR currently walking mid. Trying to look potentially towards this A-side Cat, though. It's going to be taken down by Noob, who sprayed through that smoke with the info given to them by the alarm bot. Good job, alarm bot. I always like to cheer for those KJ bots when they're hanging out. Enough to make SVR want to re-wrap over here towards this A site, but really no movement from the side of the Aimstars. Still lots of good map control. The alarm bot spotting it out, but Vexy, oh, the timing of it all, walking up. Yields forced to drop back after spraying down a few bullets. Plan is going to be good for SVR. Now a 4v4. The retake starts to get set up. Noob, though, might just catch a little bit of a timing here, potentially. And is able to get 2 before Christian shuts him down. Deny. What is it on the 4th or 5th bullet there? Now,
Last player
2v2.
standing.
Fuse is going to be tapped and Yields takes down Christian.
One enemy
Pulled
remaining.
off. Deny finds Yields, but I think Adrian Milk no, not going to hold it. Ray. And Deny with the clutch, with the against an Odin with a Sheriff, is able to keep SVR 3-0 now up on that board.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot for Aimstars there, because now they're back onto an eco round.
Let's see
Looking for some aggression somewhere out of Aimstars to try to pull this game back a little bit into their favor.
Keep them cornered.
Yeah, I mean, having to lose the bonus there is super painful. And now you're looking at it. Bit of a fast push here with the, I would call it a little bit of a ball of death over towards the B site. All 5 members of SVR looking towards this site where it's going to be KJ and Teo left to try and take it. I drink milk and CTE just trying to play around, but the 2 of them might get a little pinched here. They do not have numbers advantage. All that util pop to try and stall and able to take advantage. CTE finds Cats, the first of the 5 that needed to get around on the board. And it's Aimstars, but Christian finding Noob. Scrafty trading his teammate out, keeping things equal, and no side control. Yields just might have the perfect timing here. Spraying down, doesn't quite connect, but does some damage before that. And good information about a potential rotate here. However, SVR has not decided to go all the way to the A site like they made it seem. CTE now all the way over on an empty site, and I drink milk.
You are divided.
1 to 1 into many. We also have Astral Divide coming up, just fully making use of that. Only at 12 seconds left to plant. To be very careful not to die here. Drink milk at 33 HP. It's denied to take him down. 14 HP Scrafty, Sheriff, and a Dream.
Last player standing.
Trying to walk through here. Denied to find another. It's going to be CTE to finally shut that down, but the 1v2 has to try and defuse. And a double swing. Be looking for it. He's not hold. It's gonna be that Odin to find the final shot. Allow SVR to get 4 on the board in a row.
Yeah, this game is all about
now we win.
And we already see SVR come out 4-0. It's gonna be real tough for Aimstars to climb back, but you know, 1 round is all it takes to turn it around.
Let's kill this competition.
We do see the Waylay and Sobol come out for SVR.
Looking again at a little bit more of this mid space. Meanwhile, Aimstars walked quite a bit of a ways up at the A site, which should be good information for them. To where SVR at the very least is not. Plenty of mid space taken, but he has a spike all the way in this middle area. Spots out 1 with that target. He's gonna rotate back over. It's gonna be Cats though to find CTE, taking them down as SVR begins to rotate. Noob though finds Christian. Looking for another as the spike is going to be planted. Now 4v4, and we have not yet seen a successful retake from the Aimstars. Let's see if they can flip that around. There. Vexy though. Oh, Vexy with the timing. Oh, the brutality of it all. EXB finds Yield and Vexy finds I Drink Milk, and now it's a 2v4. Got this long angle and trying to plan. Crafty trying to walk through there. extra wall comes out.
Last player
Maybe
standing.
see, but EXB and Cats respectively finding their marks. Now a 5th round in a row for SVR, and if you're the Aimstars, you gotta change something here because clearly something is not working.
Yeah, and I mean, SVR, they're just opening mid every single round, almost, but looks to be a little bit different this round. But they are opening mid every round. If I'm Aimstars, maybe we try to contest it a little, or just, I don't know.
We are strong.
But this round, we do see 5 towards A into Awele Tejo.
Concealment.
We'll see if might be a little punishing for how
Taking that
far
back.
up Aimstars are pushed up here. That smoke drop that could be painful.
Right back.
Stuck in place.
Adios,
Unable to connect
team.
onto anyone as Deny and Cats respectively take them down. Drop back, just a stinger in hand as well. He's gonna be spotted by that Teo drone.
Spike planted.
Now 2v5 and Scrafty just over here with Sheriff and CTE also no guns. Marmot goes
player
off,
standing.
but have that Odin spray and now poor Scrafty. The 1v5. Oh, finds it first. Gets 4 more. Good shot though. Just potentially running into these high lows. You see one and then they all collapse on you. That's another round in the bag for SVR. Continuing to run away with their lead 6-0 now. And yeah, that's gonna be the
There we
Aimstars
go.
calling a timeout. And I would have called it 2 rounds ago if I were them, but we're
Yeah, I
here
mean,
now.
Honestly, last round, I didn't hate the idea for fighting for that A main and maybe potentially crunch mid, because I probably would have expected them to open mid again. But we just see 2 bodies. We see the Teo Wele fighting up A main alone, just 2 of them, and they get caught once the smokes go down, and it's just instantly a 5v3 in the favor of SVR with pretty much all their util and the guns.
It's yeah, it's gonna be really hard if the Aimstars can't take this round off the back of this timeout. They need to get a round in here, and I ideally would like it to be this round because, as you said, money-wise, they're gonna be flat broke, you know, if they lose here. They're gonna open the wallet, fly comes out. Situation for the Aimstars if they can't take it right here, right now.
It could
Hopefully.
very easily be 8-0 if they aren't able to convert this round.
Does seem like SVR open this mid up again. This time though, I Drink Milk is gonna be set a little higher up with that Odin trying to spray down, stop some of that mid space from being taken, but did not deter SVR in the slightest. All sorts of map space taken, and breaking that bot over towards that mid made just enough noise. And because the Aimstars put so much pressure on the B side of mid, you can just see the rotation over towards A happening from SVR. And Deny has made so much noise that they actually have 2 people looking at them. Slowing them down. Noob able to get that kill. But because of that, the numbers for the retake are going to be advantageous. Vexy also finds CTE, was trying to rotate back through that mid. Heal is able to trade his teammate, and Scrafty finds another, and now finally the numbers advantage in the hands of the Aimstars. EXB though finds Scrafty. It's a 2v3. Aimstars have the numbers, have the map control. They just have to hold onto it for another 14 seconds. clock
10
ticking
seconds
away.
left.
Has to try and
Last
plant
player
EXP.
standing.
So much
Spike down
util.
A.
Dropped and dead. And Vexy can get a kill, but it's not gonna be enough because that spike is nowhere near. Vexy, though, making it a very expensive first victory for the Aimstars. Even though they won that, I don't know if they can afford all the guns they want.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And you know, it was a huge round to be able to win that, but keeping guns is also really important because now they're back onto a really weird buy. Like we have a bulldog for noob, some other weaker guns for everyone else, and it is important to note that they do have 4 ults active.
I mean, this would really be the round to use them. Get a second, get your bag, get that money. They are finally holding this mid space. It worked out well for them, but EXB through the door takes down I Drink Milk, and poor CTE just absolutely ran down by 3. Now mid is open for the use of SVR as they choose to hiding out in their smoke, but oh my god! Oh, what a sneaky play! Now 3-4, but pretty firm site control. Null command coming out as Yields takes down Vexy, making it a 3v3 and preventing the plant from coming out as Noob is going to be the one holding all of this site area that might allow SVR to try and plant. He pushed off that Null command. I'm not quite sure why
30 seconds left.
They weren't gonna aggress with
Last
that
player
strategy.
standing.
Find Cat,
Spike
find
down
EXP,
B.
and Christian falls to Yields, and Aimstars able to take back a round that I wasn't confident in.
Yeah, I mean that's another huge round out of Aimstars. Does cost a KO ult, but you know, a round win is a round win, you know? We do see the Astra ult pop up for SVR. I kind of want to see more of like a mid fight out of Aimstars because they're kind of just letting them walk into connector, walk into street, walk into art, and split the sites. Also, I kind of want to mention that I've been seeing that Sova dart, that Sova shock into street, hitting nothing every single round. Maybe instead we save it. But yeah, I mean, I get the idea of the shock trying to like break trips or mollies or whatever in street, but we know that the turret is like way deeper, right? So I feel like we save that.
Need a drop.
And another thing to note, we got the Tejo and the Vice ult coming up very soon out of SVR. And it looks like they might get a free orb here on A if they don't have any plans to contest this.
Game makers. It's gonna be a 5-man walking up A here from SVR. Spotted out though by that KO knife, so good information to work off of if you are the Aimstars. Not sure, holding very far back are the Aimstars for sure. I do like to note that Teo has walked all the way up B long and is practically in attacker's spawn here, which is such good information if you are the Aimstars, because now you know they have to be going mid or A. They cannot be going that B direction, and it allows you to really focus your forces where they should be, even though SVR did cut noise for so long.
Yeah, I mean, someone needs to break that knife, right? Like, the knife scans all 5. This allows the Teo to just take all of B for free, and now they're pushing into a stack.
And It's that astral wall, but Yield finds Cat Deny, trading out his teammate. Christian finds CTE, but we do have that Killjoy ult. That lockdown was attempted. I don't think it quite got itself off though. Spike is planning and counting down. Christian finding I Drink Milk. Crafty.
Last
Noise.
player standing.
Could be Christian though to take down Scrafty, and now Noob last alive and all the spray.
My ult's ready.
Finds Deny, but in the 1v3, throwing down that astral divide to try and thought the spike was planted somewhere else, because now they're gonna hear that tap and oh, it is just over.
Oh, the question mark.
Able to take their 7th round there with an interesting spike position plant that worked out really well for them as it messed up the astral wall.
It's difficult. Like we scan all 5, not we, but they scan all 5. They take up all of B and they force them into pushing onto the stack, and they still aren't able to convert the round. It's just really difficult for Aimstars.
Now again, this heavy mid presence. 4 members of SVR are looking at mid here. And it's really just Noob who might be running into this. Looking for potential timing. Able to dodge that, but doesn't matter. Cats spraying down. Now I Drink Milk. About to be the one to find themselves in a blender. Location revealed, connects onto 1, but Christian ready to trade their teammate Scrappy. However, pushing through EXB, Plakillan, does he know that CTE is
Last player
there?
standing.
Because the spike has been set down. Deny finds him, and now the 1v3 spike picked up, and oh, really, your choice of where to go on the map. Looking at A. And again, this looks like it's just going to be another
left.
round for SVR. Putting them up 8-2. And, you know, they are just so far absolutely running away with Pearl. And if you're the Aimstars, you gotta change something. You really
No more.
And there's that final kill for EXP, and you gotta find something to do. You gotta get. Ideally, you want these last 2 rounds. I would even take 1 more, but really, if you want to have a good, strong chance going into your attack half, you want to get at least 1 more round, potentially 2.
Yeah, I just feel like there's just not enough adjustments being made into mid because, yeah, I mean, they're kind of just taking mid and just...
Heavily towards this B side. It's gonna be a 5 push, and Noob and their sheriff is able to dodge the drone. Oh, takes a bit of chip damage there. He's also able to dodge the other drone. Finds 1. Unable to find any more off of that, but what a position. Also, the annihilation coming out. Completely clear of angle for SVR, who are pushing further now. Site control taken and made. EXB CTE is injured. Yield falls to Cats, and CTE is quick to go as well. Now 9-2.
Last round
and so
in the
far,
half.
SVR has been running this game. Aimstars already used their time. They just gotta switch something. They gotta get this last round. Otherwise, trying to come back is going to be... It would be a miracle of miracles. I'll just say it that way. Again, 5 towards this B. Annihilation and the convergence together might just be what they need. I drink milk, able to get 4 off of the back of those ults combined. Vexy, the only one able to escape. Trap play was made. Vexy finds yields. Would need to ace here to hit the double digits before they hit their attacking side. The dodge blinded, and I drink milk with the ace after that combo ult took down 4.
Switching sides.
9-3 as we switch sides at the half. What a combo. Absolutely crazy. Still. I mean, now we're looking here. We're at the half. And this is just... I mean, really, if you're Aimstars, you gotta try... You gotta try a miracle somehow to take all these rounds in a row. But that starts with the pistol. That's the first thing that the Aimsters need, because if they lose this pistol, they are in for a much more uphill battle than otherwise. And what a dart. What a dart.
What a dart indeed.
Pushing in now towards the B side. It's gonna be the Aimstars taking site control. Yield pushing all the way up into heaven. That wall slowing down the rest of the team, but if we get plant down at a certain point, the Yields just might have a timing of all timings here. Able to dodge and push up, but no! Ready for it. Cats gets the kill. Now a 5-man retake against the 4. Alive noob at 70 HP. And the retake begins. EXP spraying down. Cats finds CTE. Noob finds 1. And Trace happening across the board until it's a 1v2. I drink milk. Last alive. Has to stop this defuse that Cats is just holding. Cats able to get the kill as well to half and finish things up, allowing SVR to take the pistol and putting them in the double digits and putting the hopes of the Aimstars in the dirt.
I mean, honestly, what a good retake out of SVR there. They were all together. They weren't really in spots where they could just get picked off. Trades went their way and it works out. They end up getting the round because of it. And now, most likely, the series from just that pistol alone.
Yeah, like, really what Aimstars has to do is somehow take this bonus for themselves, even with the lesser guns. They have to play with the game plan. It seems like their game plan is to run down mid, get to this A site. Do they know how far up the members of SVR have walked? Cats finds Yield, EXP finds Noob. Christian takes down CTE with the utility. Vexy finds I drink milk, and now Scrafty alone has to allow SVR to get themselves to 11, 2 rounds away from victory.
I mean,
it
just looks grim right now.
Whoa.
It looks real bad.
A flawless round.
I mean, I do respect the fast pace out of them, though. That is kind of the thing that you need to do almost to get yourself back into the game. But Aimstars definitely needs to... I really think they're kind of losing the team battle here. I don't know. I'm watching it, and they're kind of just getting picked off in spots where they shouldn't be getting picked off in.
Let's start.
Well, it looks like their strategy is to kind of adjust for a little bit of a mid to B push, but they don't seem to take the same amount of mid control that SVR was taking on their attack sides. That could hurt them. Again, you have all that Vice util to stall them out, force this rotate through. Scrafty holding here. We might see our first fight mid potentially. Christian though does not want the smoke. I can understand. The rest of the Aimstars rotating themselves over towards this A side, but there are 2 members of SVR stacked up. Christian though dinked down quite a bit by that spray damage. Scrafty starts to walk through. Dash through. Yield takes down Cat. It's gonna be HP trading their teammate. Finds CTE as the convergence pass was able to pop off. Noob finally shutting that down. But a 3v3 is the 12 HP Christian with those regen shields. So I don't know, Max with more than 12 HP. It's gonna be Noob to find Vexy. Christian trading their teammate. Now a 2v2. Spike ticking down. Scrafty with just a sheriff in hand here. Just trying to utilize that stall util that Teo provides. Deny. Sending out those bullets. Scrafty finds Christian. Deny. Trading his team, but I drink milk. Able to keep the Aimstars alive here. Taking a round for themselves, 11-4.
And now Aimstars are actually they're in a very risky spot right now. They cannot afford to make a mistake. Especially, I believe that was the bonus round, I think, of SVR.
That was actually the conversion after the bonus. That was round 3 of this.
Okay, yeah, round 3, yeah. So now Aimstars are kind of in a bad spot when it comes to economy. Because now SVR is starting to flourish.
No more thorns.
It seems the Astral Divide is going to come down here on site. It's going to be the Hunter's Fury to try and prevent plant. And it is going to catch Scrafty actually fully taking them out of the equation. Noob now able to get that plant down, but that Astral Divide noise is hard to hear. The rest of Sovereign Red begins to walk up, looking to make this retake. Waiting till that Astral Divide drops. Location reveal. Yields. Still holding there. Astral Well, forcing that fall off of the angle. Now the retake flood comes off the back of this utility. Looking to connect, and more nanoswarms pop. Cats find 1, Yields, trades the team, finds 2, Deny, finally shutting that down, but Noob there to trade his teammate 1v1, and CTE able to clean things up for the Aimstars, and once more keep them in this matchup.
Not a bad retake out of SVR, but really just a hero round out of Yildiz. A 3K. The hero rounds are really what might get them back into this game. Really just being able to win and take those fights, especially against SVR, which seem very team play oriented so far.
Yeah, I mean, for the 2 rounds that the Aimstars have gotten on their attack half, both of them have only had 1 member of the team left alive at the end of it. So it really has been very close, whereas the rounds that SVR have been winning have been a lot more dominant. Seems though that SVR at the gun disadvantage is just gonna give up that site. Try this 3-person flank here, but they don't have the guns. I Drink Milk finds Cats. Util thrown down. Sprays continue to come out. It's gonna be Noob to find Christian, and Deny gets 1, takes down Yield. BHB also falling. Scrafty finds Vexy. Deny picks up the gun, trading his teammate out, but 97 HP, finds I Drink Milk, needs to find 2 more. The spike is ticking away, the speed increasing, finds CTE. It's a 1v1 against Noob, but there's just not enough time as that bomb is getting ready to burst. Deny gets their final, I believe that was 5. I believe that was an ace.
Yeah,
well,
I think that's the 3rd ace of the series. I'm pretty sure, because there was 2 on Lotus now.
Yes, it is.
I think SVR's kind of game plan around what Aimstars is doing, if you notice, they have now begun to understand that Aimstars is just rushing sites, and so you can just take a bunch of space from them. I do like what Aimstars is doing here, though, to work mid. This is actually a really good adaptation.
It's gonna be noise made toward mid, but
you are
the Aimstars seem to like this B site. We have the astral wall once more coming out. Christian getting a little information with that drone, but his heals takes him down. Vexy, with the help of quite a bit of util, trades his teammate. Drink Milk is ready. Plan is going to be good. It's going to be a 3-man retake now against 4, and I don't know if you see this timing that Scrafty might potentially have.
1 enemy remaining.
And it's just brutal! Finds 2. EXP last alive, spraying down with that Odin. The 1v2. Spike still hasn't been planted though, so we'll have at least time to play with. Looking for a 1v1.
1 enemy remaining.
Sees Scrafty. Both destroyed, and now the 1v1 noob throwing it down is able to get that concuss off and take another round for the Aimstars as they start to crawl back here. That is going to be 4 in a row for them. 7-11.
These rounds are getting a little too close for comfort for the Aimstars right now. They're kind of they're almost giving away the round, but not entirely. I mean, yeah, their B holds, or not their B holds, their B, like, execs in general have been good so far. It's just down to SVR if they're going to stack it, which it looks like they're going to do, or if they are going to have a good retake against it.
Is going to be the stack all 5 members of SVR stacked over towards this B site, but it is not going to deter. Deny finds heals. Scrafty, Vexy, Scrafty finds EXP. Scrafty with a third. Cat's finally shutting that down. Deny finds I drink milk. Cat connects onto Noob, and now CTE is basically alone because Scrafty is stuck in that no command state.
Last player standing.
It's gonna be a Scrafty falling. CTE last alive, but Denai's very low with HP. Cat only has the sheriff. It doesn't matter though. That's going to be match point. A messy match point, but match point nonetheless for SVR.
Not a bad hold from SVR, but it did get a little scary there. That should be around the Aimstars should be winning, for sure.
They had sheriffs. The SVR had sheriffs.
And especially with the amount of space that they had on the site, they just, I don't know, that's kind of just that's exactly kind of what you want to happen if you're on SVR.
And it seems we might be seeing a rinse and repeat of the last round, with once again this push towards B, but a whole lot of SVR stacked up on the site. Do you have the Annihilation coming out to try and clear a little bit of space? Hydrogen Milk will take down Cats. We also have the Steel Garden being popped. Spike is planted, but Deny finds CTE. Vexy, Hydrogen Milk falls. Scrafty finds Deny in exchange, though. Convergent Paths off, spraying down. EXP and Christian find 1 noob, last alive in the 1v2. Has to try and cleave it.
Oh my god!
And keep Aimstars in this thing.
I told you you're okay. You're okay, fam. Good evening.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. That's just, that's the miracle you want to happen there. I'm kind of I really hope Aimstars changes it up. Yeah, it looks like they are. They're gonna go ahead and change up the game plan, because now they've started to notice that SVR is just stacking B side, which makes sense.
Yeah, a good change, a fair change to be made. We actually haven't, I think, seen like what their A exec looks like from the Aimstars.
I think they went A on like pistol, and that was it. Every single time they've just gone B.
It's gonna be Vexy and their classic against the world here.
You should run.
That is going to be the lockdown coming out from the side of the Aimstars. Try and clear the site off a little bit. Additionally, Astral Wall is going to be popped as well. Scrafty finding Deny in the midst of that. Starts to look to try and get this plant down. I Drink Milk though finds Vexy. EXB finding Noob in exchange. Spike still not planted.
Spike planted.
He's gonna hold that plant down. Drop down to 32 HP though from that KO utility. Which is brutal, and oh, there's that swamp grenade. I don't think that's where he wanted it to land.
I think that
And Cats,
you know.
just in case. Cats finds one last player for his teammate. I Drink Milk finds EXB, and now a 1v3 for Christian. Trying to throw down that utility, but I Drink Milk shuts that down, and Aimstars taking yet another round, keeping themselves alive. And you know, you gotta be SVR, you're like, oh, we needed one, and you just can't seem to get it.
I think, kind of to piggyback off of what you said about that SVR knows they need one. Look at the ults that they have right now. And last round they had, well, I think it was Tejo, Sova, Waylay, and they definitely could have used that to flood, but they're keeping it. I think they're keeping it to play for the perfect round. I think they're gonna wait for Vice ult and just use all of the ults at once. But I could be wrong.
That could be a brutality. Back now towards the B site, and a good read from SVR, having this heavy stack towards the B site. Drones dancing around each other. That convergence path is going to be held out. It's going to be Yield, who finds Cats, knocking the convergent paths at the very least off the board. But Spike is over towards this A site, and it's going to be Vexy. Up a little bit of util. A bit of information calling for that rotate, but he's actually there, and oh my, oh no. Oh, the timing of it all is Deny. Just doesn't, that's Valorant timing for you right there.
There goes all the mid space you just had.
Now, Aimstars rotating themselves back over towards B, where EXB is ready and waiting with that. Odin finds one before being taken down. That is clear potentially for this plant. Util trying to prevent it. Seems like CTE though is going to dedicate themselves to it, even though it takes them down to 32 HP. And now SVR in this two-person retake. And I think you're right. I think they are waiting for the perfect round to pop all those ults, and I don't think this round is it. They run back with their guns to save them for the next. They only need one. This is not the one.
5 off of Vice ult that they are, and they just had Vice last round. I'm pretty sure that Vice grabbed the orb A main last round because there was a deep wall A main. But overall, not a bad round from both teams. I think Aimstars mid round there was actually like almost perfect for what SVR was doing. Also, that deep wall on A is
What does that say about me?
really beneficial. They almost had the perfect read against an A exec.
Now, I know we've been saying that, you know, all SVR needs is one.
It's starting to
but
get
all
close.
Aimstars needs is 2 to bring us to overtime.
This is true. I think they're gonna go for a B fake here. I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh.
Look at the left. They're doing their job. They are set up again for this more kind of split noise here. Love the drone.
SVR is doing the exact same trap that they just got hit by.
Yeah. Holding out that. They are going to use that convergence path as well as that annihilation, trying to, I think, pull the same thing that, you know, Aimstars did, but it didn't quite work, and instead, one member of SVR is dropped. Vexy, with that
Spike
blind, though,
down
is able
A.
to take down Noob and drop the spike in their control. Also, once those smokes drop, that's all the smokes
I got the spike.
that the Aimstars is gonna get. Be at least able to pick it up, pull back with their team. No commands popped, looking for this A site now. Deal with that stall utility. It's going to be walking up onto Vexy. Finds, yields. Now a
30
3v4.
seconds left. One enemy
Trying to
remaining.
plant that spike, but
Spike
enough
down
on the
A.
flank. Finds I Drink Milk and Christian stopping the plant, and Scrafty trapped in a corner and about to lose the series.
You can't see my face right now.
Swinging to
win.
take
I'm
it
smiling.
and allowing SVR to take what initially felt like an inevitable victory, but became so scrappy at the end. 2-1, the series goes to Sovereign Red.
Yeah, I mean, overall, not a bad map of Pro, especially with both teams running double initiator. We really got to see how they would use their util.
Absolutely brutal, but thank you all for tuning in.
Just gotta show you that I'm the one, girl. Well, I'ma freak you right each and every night. I know how to do it insane, girl. Cause I can make it hot, make it stop, make you wanna say my name, girl. Come on, baby.